नमस्कार दोस्तों, स्वागत है आप सबका लाइफ एट मिश्रा ये चैनल पे, which is a good return. But then we don't understand as new investors that where we should invest at like this. So that's why I'm teaching you guys that don't do these mistakes. I have done it. Don't do it. Clear? Am I audible? Why is this so much of silence? Yeah. Yes. Now, next part. What was the next part? Yes. Now, for example, before I'm speaking about this before IPO stuff, and then we'll understand why it is. We have a company worth 1,000 rupees, okay, and we have 10 investors, okay, maybe friends or something. We have 10 investors and each has 10%. That means 100 shares, correct? Or we can increase the quantity of shares. That's fine, but I'm speaking based on what it is here currently, okay. 100 shares. What would be each share's value for the investors? There are 100 shares. Hey, thousand shares there. Sorry, thousand rupees value of the company, and thousand 100 into 10, thousand shares there. It would be 1 rupees, alwa. This is 1 rupees. So what is this? I told the answer also, but what is this? Share value, right? What did you say, Aishwarya? No, you told something. Perfect. That is the right point. So this is called as face value. What is it? It is the price of the share, okay, given to the investors or provided to the investors share before an IPO. Sorry. And why it is 1 rupees, 2 rupees or 10 rupees? It would be usually like this. Why it is like this? To keep things very simple in calculation. Anything confusing here? No questions? Okay. So now when we go for an IPO, what happens here? When we go for an IPO, for example, you say that this company and many of you, now I'm taking only 1,000 shares, right? You guys will sell some of the stakes, okay, saying that this would go for an IPO. Now what will happen here? You'll say that one share should cost at 300 rupees, which is again based on some analysis and some idea that how much money you want, okay, how much money the company has to acquire for the further businesses. Now book value, where it comes in picture, 300 minus book, sorry, not book value, face value. Book value will come next. Minus 1 rupees, for example, this is 299, and 299 rupees is the share premium which public is giving for your company's share. And this 299 rupees you will get as when you are selling 10 or whatever percent of your shares in IPO. Understood? Any doubts? Yes, public will buy at 300 rupees. Yes. Correct. Perfect. Correct. 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 Premium. Yes. Clear, no? There is one more point which I was supposed to tell, but I will not. I want you guys to research and come on this. That is, for example, there is an IPO. Okay, you have these days you are hearing that IPO of it was around for 20 crores. It went and it is overvalued. Sorry, it has gone. It has got some 100 crores of funding. I mean, oversubscribed. You have heard this word? Correct, no? What happens if a company says I want 10 crores and the public only shows interest of 5 crores? What happens to the rest of the shares? Please find out this and tell me in the next session. It is undersubscribed, but what happens to in that condition? Okay. Any doubts here? Take a week. Urgent ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. Take a week. Okay, now we'll come to the next important topic. Okay, that is book value. What is a book value? If anyone knows, Aishwarya. Correct. Perfect. Now, book value is, as Akshay told, total assets. This is total, okay? Total asset minus total liabilities. Again, this is not for per share. Per share means divided by number of shares. We'll just calculate it for number of what is it? Okay. Now I mean current book value. Now, how do we derive this? Is the question. This is quite tricky. That's why I'm taking this topic. Little I just wanted this topic to be important and you guys to understand this. How do you understand? See, total liabilities you can understand very easily. That is, if there is a loan or if there is an investment that has been taken in terms of some debt. Okay, not loan, but in terms of some assets keeping mortgage. And also some bonds or many things can be here. Okay, liabilities can be very clear. This is very easy part to calculate. You'll know how much are the liabilities total. But why I'm saying total assets are not very easy to calculate? Can we? Future assets. What is future assets? We are not speaking about business. I'm sorry. We are just speaking about the assets. Like 100%, right? What happens to real estate? Correct. Correct. Any other idea? Correct. Am I not? I mean, is this a problem at my end, or no one else is hearing Aishwarya? No, no. She just. I mean, at the end, her voice just went off. Aishwarya, can you repeat? Perfect. Perfect. Now, if I have to keep this in very simple words, what would be? ಯಾಕ್ move ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ? Okay, if I have to say in very simple words, what would it be? Appreciating assets and depreciating assets. In the case, for example, if I have to take IT companies, what assets do they have? Employees are not an asset. They are not liabilities also, but they are not an assets. You cannot consider them an assets. You guys left your company in 3 months. How much of assets you were? I mean, on a very serious note, that's not asset. Employees are never an asset. Understand that first. Perfect. Yes. Correct. That is a depreciating asset. They own a land which is not very huge. For the company that huge, the land is very low. Yeah. Yeah. Huh. By the time I can fix this, let me see. We can next. Any other ideas on this? Perfect. Yeah. Correct. Correct. But then this asset is a developing asset that can be an asset or not be an asset. That would be decided based on what it can be. But you cannot count that in a book value. What about gold, Aishwarya? Appreciating or depreciating? Nice. Now, I give an example of IT company, right? Where the what you say book value is very high. Okay. Now book value, I'll tell you how it is high. we'll go here. For example, if we say it has around, we'll keep the number very low. Okay, book value, and if you say here the assets are, you say the asset is 10 rupees, but the liability is 90 rupees. Here the book value is, what is this, 80 rupees minus. Is it right? Again, if you have 100 shares, divide by 100, then that is book value per share. Okay, this will become some 80 paise, minus 80 paise to everyone. Is this a good share to buy? Why? Mm-hmm. This is nice. Yeah, correct. But this is a very rare scenario, right? What you told was perfectly right. What Akshay told was, for example, today Kishore's company has, this is Kishore's company which I was speaking about, for example. Okay, Kishore's company has some valuation of some 1000 crores or 100 crores. Okay, on stock market, but he says that I am now bankrupt, and I am going to sell my company or give my company to others, but or I'll liquidate all the shares. Liquidate all the shares as in I will give all the money to the investors. Okay, now what would the investor get if the company goes bankrupt? They would get the value based on book value, whatever book value they have. That means if this was 10 rupees, so for every share Kishore would give everyone 10 rupees, every investor 10 rupees for every share. But here it is minus 80 paise. So in this case we have to give him, I mean, which does not happen usually, but in this case we have to give him. Which is a good bet here now, this or this? First one or second one? Positive one, right? But one thing here you have to consider, book value should not be considered everywhere. Reason, now as I told about IT, I know everyone knows that we have TCS who is driving market, who has we have Infosys. I mean, market as I am saying about what do you say? Not IT related sector. I am saying complete market, Nifty. Okay, you see these are heavyweight stocks there. Correct. And when you have to become a heavyweight, that means you are having some amount of money with you. Your share values are high, your valuation is high. They have high valuation, but they have their book value is very low compared to other ones. Reason, they do not have assets, but the revenue which they make is very high. This might be for many reasons. The tech they have, okay, maybe they have patents, maybe they have what do you say, what do you say, some permissions or something I just forgot the word, extra permissions which other companies don't have. So based on all these things, they are actually a very good company. But if you see the book value and PB, I mean PB, I'll come to the PB next. Book value, you will see that this company is not worth investing. But is this the case? No. That's why when you are calculating book value, always consider the company, that if it has something else, the product it is selling, the name, because of only name. See, You, me, almost everyone knows toothpaste as Colgate. We don't know toothpaste as toothpaste majorly. We know as Colgate at least from right from our what do you say childhood. We know it as a Colgate. Now we know that there are other brands. We have Pepsodent, we have other brands, but majorly we all know as Colgate. Correct. Now, if for example Colgate has machines, okay. Now again, this is a depreciating asset. It has some world-class machines right now, but in next 10 years, this machine value will go down for sure. Correct? No. But if you see the name, we are considering this company based on the name, based on the product, not based on the asset. Now, when you have to consider book value, this is very important. You have to consider book value to the companies where it actually makes sense to them. For example, again, consider book value when you understand the assets very nicely. If you do not understand assets and you still invest in book value, then it is a very wrong idea. Okay. Now, for example, I'll take one more sector. Okay. What will be the book value here? High or low compared to IT? It should be high. Reason? They have land, which is usually an appreciating asset. They have flats, they have buildings, which is again an appreciating asset. So you see, it's not like I am teaching you this. You know this. I'm just making you understand. Now here you have to understand that you know real estate, how real estate works. You know that. Everyone has a house. Everyone sees there is a construction. So you know real estate means there is something related to land, and land is an appreciating asset. And if it is an appreciating asset, that means it initially or ultimately it will give some money to you. Clear? No? The book value will be high. Clear?